In the United States, in the early 18th, individual states' government had more effect on the economy than did the federal government. State chartered manufacturing, banking, mining, and transportation firms and participated in the construction of various internal improvements such as canal, turnpike, and railroad. Hmm? In the United States in the early 18th. Individual state government had more effect on the economy. Individual state governments says this does not mean United States government. It is the government of regional governments here, and states chartered manufacturing, banking, mining. Uh, uh yeah, mine or something then. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, I know turnpike. Turnpike is a way that people should pay some money to use. And the next phrase is the states encouraged internal improvements in two distinct ways. First, by actually establishing state companies to build such improvements. Second, by providing part of the capital for mixed public-private companies setting out to make a profit. This sentence is really complex to understand. Act by actually establishing state to build such improvement. Second, by providing part of the capital for mixed public-private companies setting out to make a profit. Okay, next, in the early 19th century, state government also engaged in a surprisingly large amount of direct regulatory activity. Regulatory, 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 regulatory activity. Regulatory activity, including extensive licensing. License, license, li- licenses, licensing and inspection. inspection programs. Okay, let's read it again to understand well. In the early 19th century, state governments also engaged in a surprisingly large amount of direct regulatory activity, including extensive licensing and inspection programs. Okay, I understand here. Next. Okay, next phrase is licensing targets reflected both similarities in and differences between the economy and the 19th century and that of today. In the 19th century, state regulations through licensing fell especially on peddlers, innkeepers, and retail merchants of various kinds. Peddlers? Peddler means stone, no? Ah, peddlers, innkeepers, and retail merchants of various kinds. Retail merchant. Retail. Ah, ah. Merchant of various kinds. The perishable commodities of trade generally came under the state inspection, and such important frontier staples as lumber and gunpowder were also subject to state control. Perishable, perishable, perishable. I think perishable. Okay, perishable. Finally, state governments experimented with direct labor and business regulation designed to help the individual laborer or consumer, including setting maximum limits on hours of work and restrictions on price fixing by business. Oh, yeah, it is a very good idea. We Japanese should mimic this mimic. Should uh-huh. Next next paragraph. Although the states dominate dominate states dominated dominated economic activity during this period. The federal government was not inactive. Oh, its goals were the facilitation of Western settlement and the development of native industries. Toward these ends, the federal government pursued several courses of action. It established a national bank to bank stabilize. I check the position of stress. Stabilize, stabilize. Stabilize banking activities in the country, and in part to provide a supply of relatively easy money to frontier where it was greatly needed for settlement. Oh yeah. It permitted access to public restaurants on increasingly easy terms, culminating in the Homestead Act of 1862. By which title to land could be claimed on the basis of residence alone. Finally, it set up a system of tariff that was basically protectionist in effect, although maneuvering for position by various regional interests produced frequent changes in tariff rates throughout the 19th century.